So what do I think attraction is about? I think it's being understood. That person understands you and that you understand them. That the deepest and purest parts of your soul, that they know them. That those parts of you are not unfamiliar to them. I think it's important that your hearts are similar. That, like, for me, I want to love people. So if he doesn't love people, we're never going to, like, that would so be settling. That wouldn't be good at all. You know, like, I love strangers. Like, strangers are my favorite people. It's so fun. Yeah, I'm a freak. I know. It's fun. That's a huge part of who I am, is that I love just, like, hearing people's hearts, and I love getting to know people's stories. And even if that's the only encounter that I ever have with you, like, that's who I am. That's what I love. I love to do that. And I think that my dreams are about using my story to help other people work through theirs. That's what the whole blog is based in. It's what I've been doing for the last over a year now. I started the blog a year ago, 2 days ago. Hey, that's exciting. Didn't really actually realize that till right now. So if my significant other, like, isn't on board with that, we're not going to work. It's not going to happen. So a lot of people focus on this, like, sexual attraction piece. And frankly, if you don't have those other 4 pieces that I mentioned, heart, mind, soul, dreams, if those pieces aren't there between the two of you, the sexual attraction piece is never going to be there. Not in the genuine way that's meant to be anyways. Like, sure, like, if you see somebody that's, like, really beautiful, you might be sexually attracted to them. Like, I don't even know what that means, because quite frankly, if I don't know your heart, if I don't love your heart, I don't want to have sex with you. I just don't. It's not a thing. But a lot of people get stuck in their pain, and they get stuck in, like, for me, I began to believe in a lot of, I believe in people. It's what I do. It's how I function. People are oh, okay, so we just did a little cut because the camera, like, went flying, which I'm sure is not the only time that's going to happen here. It's fine. Society, culture, social norms tell us that sex is the most important thing, and that's just not true. It's not. I truly believe that if your hearts and your minds and your souls and your dreams are all aligned, and if those things fit together like puzzle pieces, then those things fit together, like, the sexual attraction is going to be there. When those things meld, and when your hearts can become one, and when your minds can become one, and when your dreams can become one, and when your souls can become one, your bodies will become one. And it's so beautiful. But, like, if you don't have those other 4 pieces, sex isn't going to feel right. It might feel good, but it's not going to feel right. It's not going to be free. There's going to be things that come up between you. There's going to be things that intrude into that. They're going to distract you and keep you from being fully yourself and fully in the moment with your partner. And it's not worth it. Because the beauty that happens between you and someone else when all those other 4 pieces align, like, sex is so beautiful. And that's what it was designed for. It was designed to be between 2 people that fit. That not only do your bodies fit, but that your hearts, your minds, your souls, your dreams, that they just fit together. I've been with somebody who I didn't fit with. I tried. I wanted to make it work. But I would have settled. If I'd have stayed there, I would have settled. And now I know the other side. And it's just so not worth it's not worth settling. It's not. I feel like there's so much more for me to say. And it's so difficult to put this into words. There's just a difference. So if you don't feel like that person understands your mind, if you don't feel like that person understands your heart, if you don't feel like they understand your soul or your dreams, and likewise, if you don't understand them, it's not worth it. Because there's something so much more beautiful out there for you. There really is, I promise. You may have to be willing to accept the time that it'll take. You may have to be willing to accept your singleness for a long time. And you may need to be willing to accept that the person that you're looking at right now needs to work through their own pain, needs to work through their own stuff in order to see that when those pieces align, it's the best that it can be. If you feel like you're settling, take pause. Think about why. Is one of those 4 pieces missing? Or are you convinced that sex is the most important thing? Or are you convinced that in order to be with somebody, like, you need that sexual attraction piece to be there? I would argue you don't. I would argue that if those other 4 pieces align, that you can engage in sexual activity with that person, and it's gonna be beautiful. Or you'll make a decision that the two of you just won't. That you'll remain celibate, like you can be there, you can be each other's partner in life and through all kinds of things, but maybe you decide not to have sex. That's okay. That's a decision that the two of you need to make. Don't let culture shape how you decide you're going to engage. Don't let culture shape how you decide to proceed with your life. Don't let culture, don't let social norms, don't let society, don't let your friends, don't let anybody else tell you how to make the decisions about your life, about your partner, or your lack thereof. It's okay. It's okay to be single. It's okay to be with somebody and to not engage in sexual activity. It's okay to wait for the person who fits into your puzzle. It's okay to wait for the person whose heart is the other part of yours. It's okay to wait for the person whose soul makes your soul feel complete. It's okay to wait for the person who understands your mind and whose mind you understand. And it's okay to wait for the person whose dreams and match and complement and press your dreams. When you can challenge each other and love each other for who you are and not want to change them, but to press them and challenge them to always strive to be the best person that they can be. When they don't let you settle in your dreams, when they encourage you, they push you to chase all the things that you've always wanted to do and you've always wanted to be yourself. And let that person know how well they fit into your life. Let that person know. Let that person know what they mean to you. They're special. There's something else that I wanted to say about this, is about this attraction thing. When somebody says, like, what are you attracted to? A lot of times we think that they're asking, like, what your type is. And so often, like, your type is defined as, like, physical traits. Oh, I'm attracted to guys who are really tall and built and blonde. No, I don't have a type. If you lined up all the guys I've dated, none of them look alike at all. None. Zero. Nada. And I just think it's funny that, like, people get stuck in that. Like, who cares? Are you gonna not love him anymore simply because he dyed his hair? Are you gonna not love him anymore because he is in an accident? No, okay, now he's in a wheelchair and he's not the tall guy that, like, you were once with. Like, no, it's just not legit. I mean, if you are, you shouldn't be with that person in the first place. It's just ridiculous. But when your type is about their heart and about their mind, their soul, their dreams, like, that's where it's at. That's when it becomes the most beautiful. That's where you feel like you fit. Where you feel like the part of you that felt like was missing is there. You start to feel whole. You realize that you need that person to do all the things you want to do. That's when things get special. That's when things get beautiful. There is nothing more beautiful than when somebody understands you. At your deepest, purest parts of your soul, when they understand that, there's nothing like it. Absolutely nothing. And to the man that, if he's watching this, knows that I'm talking about him, knowing that I'm describing the relationship that I have with him, he told me not to hold back. And so, this is me not holding back. The day I met you, you threw me off a cliff, so to speak. You challenged me. You pressed me to be the person that I am, that I've always wanted to be, in a time when I was incredibly lost and confused and settling in so many ways. And while I never expected us to be here, you taught me not to settle. You taught me about what I deserve. There aren't words to thank you enough. To everyone else, wait for that love. Wait for the person that sees you, that knows you at your deepest parts. They'll push your heartbeat to echo. And two heartbeats echo louder than one.